Okay, today we have an attack on against Boots2Faces. On this attack, before I do the attack, I'm gonna talk about the base number 9. We're gonna scout it first, and then we're gonna explain why do we attack at certain points. We're gonna talk about number 9, and we're gonna talk about some other bases. Why we attack on different angles. Okay, this base is straightforward. One square in the middle with town center and Acropolis, and one square around where all the defense buildings are surrounding the town center. This is, let's say, easy base because the moment the military, our army, goes inside the breaches the first layer of the wall, when we go inside we go around and around, so we don't need to go through the compartments, so we don't face any difficulty on this side. Now when we attack the base normally we attack on weak side and go toward the town center, and we can get the 50% first, or we can get the town center star first. Sometimes it's easy to go and attack on that side with the player doesn't think that we're going to attack. Mostly, let's say here we have castle, we have strongholds, and on this corner we have air defense tower and mortar. Sometimes maybe it's easier to go on this corner right here and attack because we have the town center close, which beside the 50% we might shoot the town center fast. But if we check on the right side, we see all the farms, we see all the oil refineries, we see them on the right side, and they have a high point. Means that if we attack on this side we have more chance to get the 50% faster because they have a high point. The buildings that have the most high points are farms, are food depot, gold depot. So if we try to go for 50%, let's say we need to go on that side where these buildings are located. Otherwise we have to go on that side that where the town center is closer. Okay, so on this attack what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just load everything on this corner. The moment I load everything on this corner, of course the first thing that I load will be the generals and mercenary, because they handle a lot of fire from the enemy side. I don't bother if the two generals are coming out from the castle, it's not a big deal. As you can see later on, I use in my army I use 60 shooters, so 60 shooters, it's quite a lot of gunpowder on this one. The moment I load the army on this corner, I'm gonna load one decoy right behind the gold depot, because I need to trigger the town center for the howitzer to come out. The moment the howitzer comes out, I use my planes to shoot them down, because howitzer, they might make a big damage to my army. So when after I load the decoy here, these buildings here, the castle, the air defense, the tower, and the mortar, I expect all these buildings to be cleared, and I'm gonna rally my army right here in the corner of the roads, just to give them a protection. The moment I give them a protection, then they can go around. Don't forget, at this moment that I put the decoy right behind this gold depot, there will be tanks coming out from here, and there will be tanks coming out from here. Also, I expect this tower will make quite damage, and this mortar and the stronghold will shoot to my army. That's why I need right away, when I do the rally right here, to give them protection so they can handle a lot of damage. Okay, then about the rest of the buildings, I don't bother too much, because I expect my army to go either on the right or on the left, this side or this side. Okay, after I load my army and after I give them the protection, I don't rally again, but what I do, I just locate, I have 5-foot shoulders, 5-foot soldiers, so I load them along all these buildings here, but not close enough to the tower and the mortar so they can shoot them. So if I load them here, so I can take this building down and get the 50% faster. Also, on the other side, I have buildings here, the Liberty statue, which I can shoot it down. And don't forget, the sniper tower will shoot the furthest soldier that is on the range. So if I load any soldier here, the sniper tower is not gonna shoot it, because these soldiers going around the building area here, they're further down. Okay, so after I do the attack, let's see how it goes. Now, I had a request to check on other bases, how do we attack and why do we attack on certain places. Let's go to the next one. Okay, here we have industrials with 2 town centers, so which makes that harder to get the both of them at the same time. Okay, if it was me attacking on these buildings, on this base, I would start my attack right on this side here. We have 3 gold depot here and 3 food buildings, so they have a high point buildings that they can give me fast 50% off. Also, when I breach the wall here, because I expect to make the rally of the army close to this gate or this redoubt, I expect to shoot down the Forbidden City. Also, I'm gonna use my shooters to take down all the buildings around, like let's say the oil depot here, the farms right here. I expect the stronghold will shoot them anyway, or the other side where the vault is with 2 farms. So for me the starting point should be on this right here, on this car here. Or another option, load everything on this corner and rally right next to the redoubt, and then give the protection. So these are the 2 options, but most probably if it was me attacking this base, that's where I'm gonna start the attack. Okay, let's go in another base. Okay, again, now here is way more tougher, because the 2 town centers are way apart, and the funny part, everything is outside, which looks easier, but my army has to go way around to take down all the defense and all the buildings. if we can see here, the easiest way to start is right in front of this part next to the embassy, and if we can see all the buildings sitting around this corner, they're protected only by one tank depot, the one mortar, the air defense, which are a little bit further away from loading the army on this corner. We have a garrison here, which takes time to spawn soldiers. So my attack will start, let's say, this side next to the embassy. Don't forget, we have 1 minute time to get the quick victory, which includes destroying in one of them. If you want, you can start right here, but don't forget we got tower, mortar tower, and stronghold, which will shoot at our army. Don't forget, if you plan to sabotage town center, then that's a different story, because you can apply one sabotage here between town center, stronghold, and this tower right in this street, and then you can block all these three buildings, and then you can shoot them. But if you don't plan to sabotage town center, you need to trigger town center with decoy, so the howitzer will come out. One thing to remember when you trigger howitzer to come out of the town center, every time you have the howitzer has to be facing down of the town center, because when howitzer comes out, you want to see it and shoot it down with airplane. But if you put the decoy on the upper side of the town center, on the side, sometimes the howitzer might come a little bit hiding on the edge of the town center, so you don't see it and you can't shoot with airplanes, and you might miss the target. So just keep in mind, every time you put decoy for town center to come out the howitzer, every time on the south side of the town center. Okay, I'm gonna go on the number 13 and explain for one of the players on our team how to attack on the number 13. Okay, this player is industrial, and the good thing is he doesn't have tanks, which will make it way more easier. He's not totally upgraded. He's like Enlightenment age or earlier. The walls are not way upgraded. Okay, now the starting point for me is going to be right on this part. Okay, so right on this part we are within the range of this mortar, which we don't bother, because as I told in the beginning, we have to release generals and mercenary, but we need to release all the army as fast as we can, so they can shoot down the buildings ahead and they can breach the wall. The moment I load my army here, everything, I put a decoy right between the tower and the anti-tank gun. The moment I put the decoy here, howitzer will come out right from this part of the town center, or might come out from the other side, but will come on an invisible side, so I can use my planes to shoot the howitzer. The moment I put one decoy here, I need to put one decoy right here on this part of the street, because this player might have put some traps around, so the decoy will trigger the traps and I can see properly where all the traps. Don't forget, when you put the decoy, the decoy has to be, let's say, not right on the first row of the defense buildings, but let's say on the second row. So don't put the decoy right behind the mortar, because you want as many buildings to shoot on the decoy, not on your army. So I put behind the between the tower and the anti-tank gun. Where's this gap here? Okay, one decoy here, one decoy we said on this part between the garrison and the stable. Okay, after we shoot all this side here, we have, let's say, two more decoys, because what I use, it's from 6 tactics I use 4 decoys and 1 protection. 1 protection takes 2 tactics. The other decoy, depends on where my army is, will be located right here behind this garrison, between the garrison and the castle. Don't bother, because the generals come out, they'll go straight for the decoy, to attack decoy, and the other decoy will be right behind this mortar, where this car is turning here, right there. So the two towers here, the anti-tank gun, the stronghold, and all these buildings here will shoot at the decoy in the corner, and not to our army. After you load the army here, you give the protection. Look on the corner to load the foot soldiers. This guy left 1 mortar and 1 redoubt on the corner, so no use of putting foot soldiers here, because they'll die fast. Okay, the other one is, this corner is close to the tower, so the only thing that is left is this corner up. You put 2 foot soldiers, and on this side here, where the vault and the where the vault is, right here, close. It's gonna be a little bit close to the sniper tower. Okay, now we have to go to our number 9, and we're gonna do our attack. Now keep in mind, when I do the attack, normally I don't explain too much, because those moments, every second counts, either to get the quick victory, or to destroy the town center first. I'm gonna explain a little bit on my army. So we said the attack is gonna be on this corner, right on the corner. Okay, this is the army I use. Normally before I used to have 7 artillery, but now I reduced the 7 artillery on 6, and I add more shooters. Normally I go on a ratio. Usually 1 artillery takes 9 space, so I'm supposed to have, since I have 6 artillery, I'm supposed to have 54 shooters, but I put a little bit more, which is kind of a rounding. So let's say you have 5 more shooters than normally is the ratio, 1 artillery for 9 shooters. So keep in mind, for every artillery you add in the army, you need to keep 9 shooters around. Okay, I have 5 foot soldiers, because I need to spread them around the map to shoot buildings that can give me a quick victory. I use 3 healers, because you never know what damage they're gonna cause to your army. Even though I have the protection, which lasts for 47 seconds, is during this first minute, if you can destroy, let's say, half of the base, then you got the quick victory. Also, I have the 4 decoys and I have the gladiators tactic. Okay, I have 2 generals, mercenary, 2 flame panther, and now alliance. From alliance, I choose to have APC. As you can see, I have 2 APC, so means that every 9 seconds I'm gonna have 4 elite infantry soldiers coming out of the APCs. So just in case my shooters, they will be reduced, the number will be reduced because of the defense, strong defense. I have shooters coming, sorry, elite infantry coming out of the APC, and they have almost 1,000 hit points, and the damage they make is it's quite a lot, 348, 350. So, but this is normally I use APC, but for the base that I'm attacking, maybe a better case should have been 2 tanks. So 2 tanks go inside the base and they just go only for defense building because they have high hit points. Also, I have the coalitions. They are good, very good help because they give you 25% or 30% increase on the shooting power of barracks and their health. Okay, now let's go on the attack. Keep in mind that I might not talk too much during the attack because I need to release as many troops as I can and reach for the 5-star victory. When you load, try to use I use normally 3 fingers so I can load them fast. Howitzer, rally. Okay, 81%, very good. So if you see, I lost only three shooters, 1 foot soldier, 2 healers, everything is intact. So the damage, so keep in mind, even if your army get destroyed, the most important is we need to get the 5-star victory. Okay, so we got the 5-star victory. You can use this as a reference if you want. Yeah, command post won't be able to store, yeah, because my command post is full from the previous war. Okay, so we get the 5-star victory. Okay,